so WWE Extreme Rules 2017 is in the books. Made a prediction video, and as always, I'm going to hold myself accountable with this results video. Now, I know all about the Kalisto freaking Paul Cruz thing, but Kalisto wins at the pre-show, and it's like, okay, does it really mean anything? It doesn't really fucking, no. I just, anyway, that match isn't even worth fucking covering, because what? Was the winner going to receive an Intercontinental Championship match? You know what? Anyway, these are the results. Am I holding myself accountable about Extreme Rules 2017? First of all, this type of match shouldn't have taken place at this pay-per-view. Second of all, I'm tired of this. I am really tired of it. Because it's like, alright, they've had multiple chances to make The Miz mean something as far as in the ring and proving himself and being this established threat, so on and so forth. They've had a decade to do so. And they failed to do so because, once again, The Miz is a pussy. Anyway, the match... Alright. The match is everything that you expected it to be. It was basically The Miz trying to get a disqualification out of Dean Ambrose for the duration of the fucking match. Every time it would get into a situation where Dean Ambrose was about to win, they tried to make it, or even take advantages, even outside of the ring. They tried to make it seem like his emotions were getting the best of him. Him grabbing chairs and so on and so forth. And yeah, The Miz will grab the chair, and then Dean Ambrose will grab it, and right in front of the referee, and Miz, oh no, don't hit me, oh, disqualify him, all that crap. But then it got to the point where later on in the match, look, Maurice got on the apron and slaps The Miz because The Miz told her to do so. Well, told him to do so. But again, we all knew that was coming because of the stipulation, the disqualification. If Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, he loses the Intercontinental Championship at Extreme Rules. That makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, she slaps The Miz, and why the fuck is the referee debating the point of disqualifying Dean Ambrose at that point? The referee didn't fall for it, though, and actually kicks her out. Or does he? Because actually, when she left, she actually fucking came back. That should have been a DQ right there, period. That, she came back. She wasn't allowed to be there. Ding, 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 ding. The Miz should have been disqualified. That should have played out that way. That The Miz got disqualified by his wife. But it didn't. She's arguing with the referee. The Miz shoved Dean Ambrose into the referee. The referee goes tumbling out of the ring. The referee's like, you bumped into me. You bumped into me. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ring. This goes on for like a minute or so. This argument. While the referee is outside of the ring, referee is like, yeah, I'm going to ring the bell. Dean Ambrose is like, no, don't ring that bell. Dean Ambrose's back is turned. The Miz comes up from behind, as usual, because, you know, dick-licking finale. And the referee gets back in the ring and makes the count. It's like, come on, dude. Again, now we have this mediocre wrestler, if you can call him that, with this championship that's supposed to be reserved for the hardest worker in the company. And it hasn't been so for years. This championship will most likely not be defended anymore. You will see him track meet from everybody else, not accept challenges, and barely be seen as far as in the ring defending it or anything like that. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of motherfuckers getting belts and sitting on them, male or female. Look, the women defend the belt more than certain men do. I mean, you got Brock Lesnar that's sitting on his ass, but at least he's a fucking threat. I'm talking about The Miz. The fucking... Look, he's always there, but he doesn't do anything. He just runs his mouth, he talks, he bitches, he complains, he runs. Runs, man! Damn it! It's just... Yeah, I'm tired of this. So now we have an Intercontinental Champion that can't wrestle, that's not worth anything, and don't give me that mic skills bit. Oh, you can talk on the mic. So could Bobby Heenan. Again, so can... Look, Paul Heyman. Do they deserve to be champion? No. They could probably do things better than Miz can in the ring as far as being convincing, but no. They don't deserve the belt, and neither does The Miz, because, again, he's just going to sit on it, and he's not worth a damn. So now, damn, what did he do? Yeah, he sucked dick, he drank cum in order to get this belt. Or any belt that he ever gotten, because, again, he's not fucking worth a wrestler. He's not fucking worth being there. So, anyway, rant over, result, they gave The Miz this belt again, and fucking he doesn't deserve it. Garbage. I'm tired of this. Okay, look. You have Rich Swann and the boss, Sasha Banks. Once again, how the mighty have fallen as far as the boss. And they were going against Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. Okay, who thought that Noam Dar and Alicia Fox actually stood a chance? I didn't. I just didn't think that Alicia Fox and Noam Dar was going to win this. If they would have, it would have surprised me very, very much. But yeah, at this point, you have Rich Swann and Sasha Banks that won this mixed tag. Now, are they going to get title shots? Is Sasha Banks going to go for the women's belt again? Is Rich Swann going to go for the cruiserweight belt? Who knows? But this was a mixed tag, and it's like a mixed tag at Extreme Rules with nothing extreme on the line. Yeah, you just threw this together. You just threw this in there. But the faces win. I didn't think it was going to be anything otherwise. What's next for them? It better be title shots at least, because fucking what else is there for these two? It led up to this, and then it comes to pass. I'm very disappointed here. Even though I called Alexa Bliss, and the same reason why, but I'm very disappointed, because it makes it seem that Bayley doesn't have the killer instinct. Bayley doesn't have it in her. Let me tell you something. If you want to be champion, then that means you're going to have to go do certain measures as a face or a heel. Now, as long as everything is done within the rules or stipulation or alone, then Bayley should have took it upon herself. I mean, it was Bayley that asked for the fucking match. So why the hesitation? Why? I don't get that. That's very fucking stupid to me. I think this is a way to just get her out of the title scene, get the belt off her, and just space her from the championship scene or whatever. But it doesn't make any sense that Bayley will ask for this type of match, have the chance to have her way with Alexa Bliss with the fucking kendo stick, and not do it. I don't get that. Anyway, Alexa Bliss is still the women's champion of Raw. And even though I predicted that, and even though I thought that this is the way it was going to happen, it was still fucking stupid for WWE to do it this way. Because again, that takes a lot away from Bayley, and that takes a lot. I mean, okay, what? She acted in character. Then why the fuck will she ask for this type of match? Doesn't make any sense to me. Sheamus and Cesaro are once again Raw Tag Team Champions. I guess the Hardys made their point They came back at WrestleMania. They got the belts. They kept them for a couple of months, and now they coughed them up to a couple of people that should be in singles competition going for singles titles. Specifically, Cesaro going for the Universal Championship, but I digress. The Hardys, it was kind of funny the way the match ended, because Sheamus and Cesaro, they climbed the cage and they got out. While the Hardys, you know, one was dragging the other and tried to get out the door. I think it was just funny to me the way that shit happened. Yeah, the photo finish type of thing. But Sheamus and Cesaro hit the ground first. So therefore, legal, no shenanigans, no bullshit, no, again, within the stipulation of the rules, Sheamus Cesaro, Cesarmus, whatever. Cesaro are now once again Raw Tag Team Champions. Who's going to challenge them now? Is it going to be Enzo and Cass, the Revival, the Club, the Hardys again? Who knows? It's just, everything is just messed up at this point as far as the tag team scene on both shows. But at least these belts are around the waist of motherfuckers that can actually wrestle and get it done in the ring. That's all I got to say about that. I have to say, for this cruiserweight match and the one-on-one, you know, all right, look, this match told a story. It did. It was a good match. Yes, it was. It qualifies to be match of the night because of the performance that these two pulled off. Austin Aries, Neville. The result, okay, all right, this was a submission match. I don't understand why countouts came into the play. I don't understand that. That was just... But anyway, countouts were in the play here, and they were outside of the ring sometimes. And, alright. Now, it's funny because Neville did tap out outside of the ring. But that doesn't count here. And the referee will even let Austin Aries know. It's like, no, he has to be inside of the ring. But, again... It's not like submissions weren't done. Austin Aries even applied kind of broken Rings of Saturn, but at least it was done. But again, yeah, you had Ring of Saturns, you had figure four leg locks, you had a lot of stuff here. But again, the way this ended was Austin Aries was down on, you know, laying on his stomach. Neville hits the red arrow, and then put on the fucking Rings of Saturn right there. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, and Austin Aries, even though he could tap out over here, which he did kinda, and he even verbally submitted. After the match, it was funny how Austin Aries was outside of the ring on the, you know, sitting like right by the apron, and he was smiling a bit. I'm like, I don't know if you look terrifying or like I don't know. He was smiling. I don't know what all that's. I don't know what that's going to be about. But again, Neville is still Cruiserweight Champion. So again, who's up next? Is Akira Tozawa or Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander? Rich Swann, he says he wants to get that belt back. Who knows? But Neville is still the Cruiserweight Champion. Again, it was a good fucking match, and it told a story, and Neville prevailed. I even thought that Austin Aries was going to get his time, but nope, didn't happen that way. I was wrong. Neville. And arguably, Neville is one of the best heels in WWE right now. He talks, goes in the ring, he gets it done. Yes, he does shenanigans, whatever, but at least he's alone. doing it. Okay? He doesn't have a wife doing all the work. He doesn't have anybody, a tag team helping him out, or so he's not riding anyone's coattails. No, he's doing this by himself with his own shenanigans. And when it gets down and to the point, it's always one-on-one in the ring. Can't really have any fault about that. Neville, Cruiserweight Champion. There you go. Okay, this result is very interesting because I didn't think that they were going to pull this trigger. I actually thought there was going to be Roman Reigns again challenging the Beast, Brock Lesnar. But they didn't go that route. And in a strange way, this Fatal 5-Way, okay, everyone performed in the match. Even Roman Reigns. Even though sometimes they stack the deck for him so he can clean house or whatever, and even at the beginning of the match, he was standing in the ring alone while the other four were attacking each other and so on and so forth. But now, not really attacking each other because Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt had an alliance going on for a while until that imploded. But yeah, it was a good Fatal 5-Way match with everybody having the chance to showcase something. Even Roman Reigns. I mean, he basically speared. Alright, look. He speared Joe and Balor through a barricade outside of the ring. Yeah. He did his Superman moves, the clothesline in the corner, the jumpy clothesline, the Superman punch, the Samoa drop. He even did that to Samoa Joe. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. Reigns was he even did the drive-by kick. Yeah, Reigns was kind of limited, but at least he had his spots. At least he was a legit threat. And look, he even got some cheers with the moves that he was doing. He did, again. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was pretty cool in the match. Finn Balor was all over the place, and I think he was the man of the match. I really do. Seth Rollins, he performed. Bray Wyatt was on the announcer table outside of the ring. You had Seth Rollins jump from turnbuckle, and he adjusted in the air when he hit his fucking splash. Yeah. Bravo for this match. And bravo for Samoa Joe winning. What happened? Finn Balor was taking out Roman Reigns. He hit the drop kick in the corner. He hit the coup de grace. 1, 2, Samoa Joe came and hit the okay, look. Choked him out. And it's not like Balor tapped. He just passed out. Bell rings. Samoa Joe is your new number 1 contender for the Universal Championship. Now, this was an actual dream match for some because they were like, okay, Joe, he has enough to face Brock Lesnar. He could go to Suplex City. They could actually have a fucking, a good match. At least some sort of an even match. The Beast versus the Destroyer. This could happen. It would make a lot of sense. I mean, everybody in this match at least could do something against Lesnar as far as having a good match and even being a threat to a point. But Samoa Joe, it was the only one in this match that didn't win Universal or WWE Championship. So now this is his chance. Whether he's going to win it or not, that remains to be seen. But at least they are giving it to us. They are giving us this match. They are not saying, there's no what if anymore. This is actually going to fucking happen. So that's the results for this show. And for what it was worth, the beginning of the show set the pace for garbage. But that was all the garbage of the show. Everything else kind of, was on the rise after that. Even though the mixed tag was like, eh. And then you had the Raw Women's Championship was like, why? And then, okay, the Tag Team Championship was good. The Cruiserweight match was good. And the Fatal 5-Way, thanks to the results, you know, that made the whole pay-per-view better. So, again, that's the results for this show. Raw. What's going to happen on Raw? Somebody take that Intercontinental Championship away from the Jizz, because I don't want to see this motherfucker running around for months not doing shit with it, because that's what he does. But anyway, tell me what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'm always open for a debate about wrestling. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet in the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.